prototype the version on this character where it did heal you. So it's funny that you kind of said that, yeah. It just kind of like fit a weird. It just kind of felt a little weird for it to have like a heal. It was almost like it was an armor heal at the time, and the gameplay that the stim pack had felt like it was a lot more of what he wanted to be doing for his team. Like Brimstone's someone that really sets that up. Like, you know, he's the person in the back throwing the smokes. He's not the person in the front line.
Yep.
Like in CS, you'd have the person kind of in the back hitting that like that coffin smoke and then coming in second, third.
Sure. It's funny because this was like one of my second games that I played, right? But the more that I learned the maps, the more I started playing like CS. I would pre-smoke stuff, right? And then I'm tapping headshot level. And I actually do it in the second. So this is 2 games we play. In the second game, you'll see me pick my good friend Ninja, who I love so much, chat, through the smoke. All right.
You've been killing them all clip.
Yeah, you're like right there. But so Tyler, here's the thing. He's a great gamer, but I'd played CS for a really long time, right? So it's like a completely different style. He's hardly played Counter-Strike, so it's a completely different kind of shooter. Anyone that's played that can attest to it. But. And chat, just so you guys know, right now we're with the developers. What we may do is after we talk with them for a little while, I may just watch this again so you guys can fully hear everything as well. Just because I have till 3 till I can show my thing. I don't know if you guys knew that, but. I don't want to lose my gun. I only have 2 health.
6-0. This is a stomp here.
Yeah, so here's the thing, bro. We played this. All the guys on my team, we've all kind of played Counter-Strike except one. Some not at necessarily a global elite level, but like we all had the game knowledge, and then the other team didn't really have that. And at half, after we won, spoiler, we win this game, I wanted to switch teams, but they just insta-queued and do another one. So I was like, okay. Now this was an interesting thing. I realized that Sova's arrow doesn't ping me through the wall. So chat, I don't know if you saw that, but I dodged it by hiding in the, I don't even know what to call that. Do you guys have an official name for that, Rye or Trev? Like the metal box in there.
So funny enough, it used to be like this like downed helicopter thing, but
really?
The geometry was so complicated that it created all these crazy weird angles. So we really simplified it, and at this point, it's just sort of like a storage container of some type. I'm sure over time the community will find the right name for it, but we usually just call it like site box or site container. But yeah, to the point about Sova's dart, I know a lot of people online were asking a bunch of questions about you know, this idea of wall hacks in a tactical shooter, and if that makes sense. And the big thing for us is we wanted to make sure there was the right amount of counterplay for the dart. So having the line of sight, being able to shoot it before it first pulses, gives you some options so that if you're prepared for it or you need to react to it, you have some options and you're not just immediately impacted by a wall hack and die.
Yes,
right?
I think some people saw the wall hack, quote unquote, and they were like, a lot of people are like, oh no. But as someone that played this over the weekend, chat, I can tell you there are multiple ways to not get tracked by the arrow. You just need to play correctly. So chat, all of you spamming drops, I'm just sorry guys, I'm just gonna talk for 1 second. Just connect the Riot account to your Twitch account and watch. That's all you gotta do. That's it. Okay, I may be able to one tap this corner. I don't know if this is gonna be a headshot angle. So like right here, it got me because I shot it too late. You guys see that, chat? If I would have been quicker, they wouldn't have known I was in there. But then I win the gunfight against Kefri anyways because I'm the best Counter-Strike player in the world. Any truers.
Yeah, it's always good to shoot that too, because although it gives you the information of where one person is, you don't know how many else are on there, right? Like, there was someone super helpful, but it is hard to shoot it sometimes.
Absolutely. Like there was someone behind me there that would have also got pinged if I didn't shoot that. So they knew at least where I was, but they didn't know where my teammate was. There, I don't know if you heard, chat, I asked my wife to play more. Like I'm, 15 again, talking to my parents, but hey, mutual relationship, bro. Just make sure she's chill with it, which she was. So this is my ultimate, chat. I'm just gonna do real quick. I don't get any kills with it. His ultimate is almost like a beam of lava. You'll see it later in the video. So right here, 1v3. Who wins, chat?
Taking out Kefri again, huh?
I feel bad. I'm sorry. Here I'm actually apologizing because I feel bad because that I had to do it to you. I'm sorry. And that right there though, and it's just that is like that's just Counter-Strike through and through, the way I just played that, you know. So
yeah, you'll definitely depending on the game background, some stuff will feel a bit more familiar to you, especially if you've played like PC shooters for a long period of time. And then, as you're getting into it and everybody starts leveling up in their ability use and how they coordinate on the map, that's when a lot of these other skills start to come into play. But really early on, just having some familiarity with the type of gun and combat systems is really helpful.
Absolutely. I personally loved the gun, the Vandal, right? Is this one that I'm using right here?
Yeah, that's the Vandal, yeah.
I loved that one versus Phantom. Is that the name of the other gun? The other AR?
Yeah, the Phantom.
And so those playstyles kind of reminded me like CS, right? Almost like an AK versus like an M4A1. So just tapping through the smoke, right? And that's why I liked Brimstone, was because I could play around his smoke so well. He was a really fun character for me personally. Sorry to interrupt you, but
no, it's fine. It was a nice play.
The 2 taps.
I love it. I love it, bro. Oh, it felt so good.
He's sitting in a corner.
One character that I think is really good is, and I'm curious to see a high skill level, is her name Viper, right?
Yep.
She is going. So Cloak played a lot of Viper over the weekend, chat, and she is a clutch, like, goddess. Like she can, if you get someone that's good with Viper, man, you can clutch up really, really easily with her. She's really good.
Yeah, so Viper, the one of the abilities that everyone's seen is kind of that smoke wall that goes across.
Yeah,
on that one, you really have to bet. So, like the same thing you're doing here with like spraying through these smokes, you have that map knowledge of where they're going to be and like, kind of guessing. And for Viper, you really have to bet that if you're going to be using that E, that it's going to be useful because you can't actually pick it up. The smoke grenade that she does have, you can pick it up and kind of maneuver that around. But once you put that wall down, it's there for
right there on the left there, chat, is that
right
wall
there,
he's talking about.
I don't think he's pushing.
So with more map knowledge, she gets even stronger. And we have a few people on the team. Sobi on it. He's one of, like, when he plays Viper, it's so terrifying. Like, it's so terrifying.
We even learned some, like, we called it pre-wall, basically, to take a site. We could cut a site right in half with her and just rush the left side of the wall and like play on her wall, and then bam, we're all there. It was really fun to, like, she was really, it's funny because Jett, a lot of people are talking about Jett, right, with the knives and all that, but it was interesting. I felt like the more I played over the weekend, she wasn't as used. It was kind of interesting to see. I'll be curious to see once it goes live how many people. Oh, I felt bad for this.
One's in front of him.
Does the knife come out, or?
Oh no, that's Zed?
It's Zed, yeah. So I'm sorry, Zed. Sorry. But yeah, man, it was kind of cool how there's almost team compositions, and it was interesting to see for sure.
Yeah, you'll definitely have to think about on each level what agents you bring into the game and the tools that you have, and that's going to inform a bunch of the strategies that you can do in the match, or if you play fast or slow, that helps inform it.
And chat, I'm just going to try and comment here really fast. You can see how I'm buying my abilities at the bottom. I don't know if you saw that. Just so you're all clear, the C, the Q, and the E you can buy, okay, at the buy menu. The ultimate is earned through, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong here, kills and the little points, right? The little balls on the map.
Orbs.
The orbs.
Yeah.
Yep. Is that it?
Yeah, for some of the abilities, the E, well, for most characters, the E actually
recharges.
You get every round.
Yes.
Yeah,
you get every
like
round
the
too.
signature ability.
You go ahead.
On Brimstone, we just gave the optionality to buy up to three. So you get one for free every round, and then you get two. You can purchase two. Most characters, it recharges every round.
Yep.
Mainly because that's kind of like how do you explain that, Trev? It's like the signature abilities are kind of the abilities that
It's like the baseline value we always want the character
That's a
to
good way
have.
to describe it, yeah.
So when you go in, you have your signature slot, and that means that, you know, when you're Sage, you always have a heal available, for example, so that you can rely on that. And that with your ult is super innate to the character, but the other abilities you buy, and you'll have some variable amount.
So chat, that was my ult and that was their brimstone ult at the same time. That's what that looks like. And you saw it wasn't an insta-kill, but it hurt me really bad, really fast. Sorry to interrupt.
it's like a
No,
hyper
that's fine.
volley.
Yeah.
That one's another example where, you know, we want to make sure when it drops that you have time to run out of it.
Yep,
If you're really
definitely.
quick and you respond fast, and when the round starts, you can see up on the top HUD there, you can see who has ultimates available
Correct.
and not. So you want to think about how you position yourself in a round where Brimstone's ult's up, because you don't want to get caught in a corner when that drops on
It's
you.
interesting you mentioned that because I don't know if they're going to show it. And I know it's not in this video. I wonder if my editing team's going to put it in, but I got I killed 4 people with my ult once. Yeah, Matt almost clutches us here. It's really close. I killed 4 people with my brimstone ult though. It was like my first game in, and I was like, dude,
Nice.
I was like,
Yeah.
this character is awesome. I was like, dude, I love this guy, kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
I think it'll be good. I said this, I didn't say this to chat yet, but I want to. I think it'll be good to get really pretty balanced at 2 characters that you kind of like, because I don't know if you saw it, chat, but there's a lock-in mechanic at the beginning of the game where you try and select your character, right? But if you lock them in, no one else can play that character, right? So I think for like your own ability to, you know, play with a team in a bunch of different ways, learning 2 main characters is a good idea for this game. And I don't know if you guys have any comment on that either, but
Yeah, you're definitely going to want to have a couple options available to you just in case someone takes the agent that you're interested in picking. The hope for us is that there's alternatives to that same role or play style if it gets taken.
Sure.
And then in addition to that, because your gun is a reliable thing that you can always transfer across to all agents,
right,
it's not as bad if like your core play style and agent gets taken, because you always have the gun aspect of the game as well.
Yep,
compared to like a MOBA, for example, where losing your main can be really bad because
yeah, that's a good point.
You know,
They're trying to get picks, because I played a bunch of different characters over the weekend, chat, just so you know, and as I said, there's going to be a lot on my YouTube showcasing them. I really liked Brimstone's play style. I also really enjoyed Breach. There I don't shoot that fast, and they know I'm there. Breach is a character that you'll see later on YouTube. Noah is playing him in this game. I did play JETT too, man, and she is a lot of fun. I was calling her the clip character.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just got tied through smoke there.
Ninja again.
Yeah, I felt bad. Yeah, he was so mad at me. He was so mad, dude.
When it comes out in all chat, you know.
Yeah,
the
he was
feelings
like,
are there.
I was like, dude, I can only imagine what his comms are. Let Jordan run. So this was interesting. That was it. Okay.
Oh yeah. So
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
that's Phoenix, where when he ultimates, he basically leaves behind this respawn position, and he can go out and take a fight or whatever, and he has like this second life during that time. And if you shoot Phoenix before it ends, he'll go back to that spot and he'll be reborn, and he has some time it takes to come back to life.
So that was an example, like he started using his ult and I shot him, and then he came back because he started using his ult, and it kind of threw me off because I wasn't expecting it. Phoenix is another character that I played over the weekend. I really enjoy his ability as far as, like, I said I could get so much map knowledge with his ult, because chat, you can use his ult, Phoenix, run at straight up middle, get an entry, right, get a kill, and then get some info, and then you go back. He was a really cool character too. I really enjoyed him.
We probably want to dip back later when we go through this again around like 20, 40, like 40. There's a lot that was going on there that I think we could talk about. The breach ult came in, and we had threat plates that you were kind of shooting through.
Yep.
That's one of the things that came in fairly recently, which is the threat plates on the wall. Once they come up, I'll bring it up again.
The threat plate. I must have missed it. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, hang on. Well, this is almost done, and we can go back and kind of talk about certain spots.
10 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
This is breach, by the way, chat. Flash through the wall. Bam.
Spike
Perfect use of it too. She's blind, and
Nice.
Noah was able to clutch up. So that flash goes through that wall, blinds their Jett, and she ulted too. Kefri ulted there and still died.
Yeah, so the Breach's big thing is the big cast paradigm, which is kind of cool, is the C or the Q. Is it the C and the Q? It's the flash and the flush. They all go through walls, so you have to target it, and it has to have an end point, a start point at one wall and end point at the other wall. You can't do it through big sides, but corners are really big. That little place where he just flushed you, that you can use it there as well.
Yep.
So it's just something that we tried out and it ended up being really cool.
Yeah,
it's like an intuitive way of kind of doing a flash where it's on the other side. It rewards you for map knowledge, but also makes it easy for your team to peek on the flash.
Yeah, so his map knowledge is what I felt I was lacking when I played him, because there were times where I could have known better, kind of thing. Cash App.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of
Thank
time
you,
because
guys.
I mean, if you know, like if you flash the wrong angle, you kind of flash your team or flash yourself, and different parts of Geo you can Geo the flashes so that you don't get blind. So finding the right spots, finding the right place takes time, but once you get a hold of Breach, it's really powerful.
Man, I whiffed so many shots in that fight, by the way. That was a bad example of gameplay for me, but it's so funny. I go from whiffing to one tapping. I love that pistol, by the way. It was super fun to play with. Dude, I was so offline with that thing. Every once in a while, I'd hit a cross map, like nothing. I think I fast forwarded a bit on you guys. I'm so sorry. Are you guys at the beginning right now?
I can never do
I just watched you one tap someone.
Okay, so
I'm at 23:35.
Okay, I somehow fast forwarded. Just keep letting it go.
Okay.
Let me know when I'm mollying out of the window, or using, what's his ability? The incendiary.
Yeah, the scenario launcher. I'll let you know.
Just let me know when I'm doing that, and I'll play it again. I accidentally fast forwarded. I'm assuming it'll be
Right. You're about to launch it. You just launched it.
Launched it.
I'm with you again. There we go. That's my molly. I think you can run through.
All right, I'm watching the left corner. I can't.
I'm gonna
Watch
smoke.
my left. He's into the left.
Matt
I'm
pushes
not
through
gonna go
without
yet.
me smoking.
I'm smoking it.
I'm walking through. I'm smoking. So he like.
Reloading.
Oh, no, that was a good play by their
That was a nice play.
Jett.
Something to note too is the two smokes, the big difference between the Brimstone smoke and the Jett smokes.
Yeah.
The Brimstone smokes last, I think right now we have it at 12 seconds total. I might be wrong on that. But Jett's is significantly shorter. The big reason is Jett kind of wants to use smokes for that small amount of window, while Brimstone wants to be setting those up for the team.
Yep. That's
So you'll see